This is the Season Long Podcast in support of the YouTube channel Season Long Baller. Happy to have you with us, and I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. Now, this is Season Long Podcast number 23, and we are not going to waste any time because we are close to NBA playoff basketball. So before we get to that though, let's talk about the season awards in our simulated season. And the MVP award goes to Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. He led most of the season anyway. Our Rookie of the Year, it is Jaymont Summerz. And again, much like Doncic, he led most of the year. Once we got out of the month of October, our player build, Jaymont Summerz, description below. The video of the player build is in the description below. Once he got out of October, he basically seized it. Second leading scorer in the league. Sixth man of the year, Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets, averaging 8.1 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.9 assists, along with just over a steal a game and shooting almost 63% from the field. So he is your sixth man of the year, and Daniel Gafford of the Wizards was the second runner-up, and was the runner-up in that. Defensive player of the year, another one who basically led coast to coast, Kristaps Porzingis of the Wizards. He averaged 12 points a game, along with 6.6 rebounds, and most importantly, he averaged 2.2 blocks a game, which led the league in that category as well. Most improved player, Jalen Noel of the Timberwolves. We didn't actually talk about that category as much during the season. There were no Wizards at all in that category. But again, Noel won that with a 6.3 points per game average, 1.2 rebounds, and averaging 2 assists a game. Wes Unseld Jr. is your Coach of the Year. Wizards went 66-16, so I think since nobody expected the Wizards, of course, to do that well, including yours truly, even in our simulation, I didn't think we'd do this well. Wes Unseld Jr. gets the nod as Coach of the Year. 66-16, Wizards are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, so that big surprise will get you the Coach of the Year award. So our season for Summerz, he averaged 17.2 points a game. He had 2 rebounds a game, 4.9 assists a game, and just under 2 turnovers a game. Our field goal percentage was 51%, shot 40% from 3-point, and just under 93% from the free throw line and averaged a foul and a half. And that plus minus is very important. That was among the league leaders at 6.9 plus minus. And that was, again, among the league leaders. Taking a look really quickly at your all-NBA teams. The first all-NBA, Luka Doncic and Trae Young are your guards. Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James are your forwards. And Nikola Jokic is your center from the Nuggets. That's your all-NBA first team. Second team, Jaymont Summerz. That's right, our player bill headlines that unit. Summerz and Morant are the guards. Butler and Durant are your forwards. Butler from the Heat, and of course Kevin Durant from the Nets. And Kristaps Porzingis is the center from the Washington Wizards. All NBA third team, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the guard along with James Harden. The forwards are Paul George and Julius Randle from the Clippers and the Thunder. And the center is Joel Embiid from the Sixers. All defensive first team, Ben Simmons, and the surprise here, Luka Doncic are your guards. Your forwards are Giannis and Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, Porzingis is the center. All defensive second team, Lonzo Ball, I can attest to that, and Murray from the Hawks are your guards. Jaren Jackson, Draymond Green are the forwards from the Grizzlies and the Warriors. And Joker is the center from the Nuggets. All rookie team, obviously, is Jaymont Summerz as the guard, the headliner. Then you have 3 forwards, Keegan Murray, Jabari Smith Jr., and Paolo Banchero from the Kings, Rockets, and Magic, respectively. And Jaden Ivey rounds out that 5 from the Detroit Pistons. Interestingly, the rookie second team was only 2 players, Chet Holmgren from the Thunder and Johnny Davis, interestingly, from the Wizards. And I don't even think Davis played most of the second half of the season. Taking a look at the power rankings, the Wizards are number 1, followed by the Grizzlies at number 2. The Mavericks are 3. The Clippers are 4. So you've got one team, the Wizards from the East, and then the next 3 positions are all held by Western Conference teams. That's your top 4, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Clippers. And then the Sixers, Cavaliers, Hawks, Bulls, and Celtics. Again, saying the Celtics, how they've rallied. That is your top 9 in your power rankings. Now let's get to the good part. the play-in. So out west, we'll look at the west first. Out west, your play-ins are going to be the Lakers and Portland, along with Phoenix and Utah. The Lakers are 7, Portland is 8, Phoenix is 9, and Utah is 10. So that is going to be the 7-8 matchup, Lakers-Portland, and the 9-10 matchup will be Phoenix and Utah. In the East, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are Miami, Indiana, Brooklyn, and Toronto, respectively. Miami and Indiana, of course, will play, and then Brooklyn and Toronto will play the 9-10 matchup. Now, in case you have forgotten how this works, the 7-8 matchup, the winner of that game is the 7 seed, and they automatically go forward. And in our case, in the East, for example, they will be facing the 2 seed, the Philadelphia 76ers. The loser of that 7-8 game will then sit back and wait for the winner of the 9-10 game. The 9-10 game loser is out. They are done. The winner of the 9-10 game will then face the loser of the 7-8 game, and the winner of that game, in our example, will get the right to face the Washington Wizards, us, who is the number 1 seed. All right, so before we lay out our schedule, just a couple of quick injuries to note here. Tyrese Maxey from the Sixers has a torn right hamstring. He will be out 6 to 8 weeks, so that could have a effect on our playoffs. And Aaron Gordon of the Nuggets has a spinal injury. He's done for the rest of the season, and that could have a big effect on the Nuggets as well. Now, let's take a look at your Jaymont Summerz play of the week.
Good 6-point lead with under a minute and a half to go here for the Wizards. Capella sets the screen on Summerz. Now down to Murray. Summerz against Young. Under 10 on the shot clock. Young drives across the lane. Tried to get the pass to Capella. Summerz takes the 3 with Young riding him and nails it. Fourth quarter clutch 3. Lead is now 9.
An exciting dagger 3 against the Hawks to tie that season series at 2. Yeah, I'll take that as the play of the week. Now, quickly, this week we are going to play, because the Wizards are the 1 seed, the Wizards are not going to play for about a week. So what we're going to do is the Simcast Live mode on NBA 2K23, and we are going to simulate this week the games, and we'll speed them up, but we will simulate the games this week of the play-in game. So we will do the 7-8 game on Tuesday, which of course, as we mentioned, that will be in the East. We won't really do the West. We would just do the East matchups, because of course that is more relevant to what we will be facing as the Wizards. So just on the eastern side of the bracket, we will do Simcast Live. We'll talk during that, and it'll be Miami and Indiana on Tuesday. All right. Then on Wednesday, we will have Brooklyn and Toronto, the 9-10 game. And then finally, on Friday, the winner, the final of the play-in game where we determine who will be the 8 seed. That game will take place on Friday. And again, all 3 of those games will be Simcast Live games. We'll talk about just pretty much like the podcast. We'll just talk about things that are relevant to the league, how the game is going. It's a little bit of a different flavor before we get back into our simulated games with the Wizards and Jaymont Summerz. And game 1, whoever is the 8 seed, will be taking on the Wizards in Washington next Sunday. So that'll be our playoff schedule, or the play-in and beginning of playoff schedule for us, because obviously we can't mirror the real Washington Wizards anymore, because unfortunately they did not make the play-in or the playoffs. That's going to do it for this edition of the Season Long Podcast number 23. Thank you very much for listening, and we did this one again on YouTube, so we wanted to get a little bit of the visual playoff tree there, so we wanted to let you see that. Thank you again for listening and watching. It is much appreciated. If you like what we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you tomorrow for the first of the play-in games. Indiana traveling to take on Miami. That's going to do it. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.